when you start to get a grip on how things work here, energetically, then you realize that we have different levels of awareness. One level of awareness is the body, and that body's perspective. This is what many beings are getting a bit screwy, and that is that they're mixing levels of frequencies into one bulk in the mind and creating a construct of that. That will not work, because what that will do is it will create a false reality. So what's really important is to comprehend where you're speaking from, to differentiate between different levels of operation. And so at one level of operation, this is actually really important. Like, this is one of the most fundamental things now, as I'm digesting that as the body, for it to know. Because what we're doing is that we are having different levels of experiences. So the first, or the base level, yes, we have different chakras, but we've also different experiences. So we have the body's perspective. The body has a perspective, and it is very linked to Gaia. But it has its own flavor, characteristic of energy specifically to this body and not another body. But it's still your link to Gaia. That's one thing to get really clear. Because then you know that, okay, I need to differentiate between what's going on in my field so that I get what is the body's signals. And then I need to make sure that I know what is signals of a habitual nature within the body. And I need to know, to be able to distinguish what is of a sort of an intuitive nature, or what is real danger, right? What is actually valid for the body to look out for in this true environment that we're in. Don't confuse that experience with oneness and we're all one and all of that. Don't confuse that completely into what the body's experience is, right? Because the body's experience is like your gauge. You can tell where you're going, like what you are doing as the knower. You will get a direct feedback, but you have to pay attention. You, the knower, you, the one that I'm speaking to, you are the knower. You are masculine. Even if you're a woman, you are a masculine because you are here to direct your body. And for that, it requires masculine directionality. There are many ways to get there in that harmony. I mean, there are tantric ways where you do this more sexually with the bodies. And then you have different types of internal work and energy alignments. And there are so many modalities to get into that harmony. But that harmony is where it's at. And only because it is the gateway to higher consciousness within your body. Facts. That is what it is. That is how it functions. And so when you harmonize enough, meaning all of your relationships, if they're imbalanced, you are imbalanced. There has to be a full-on truth of what's going on in your body, so that you're not operating from any mental construct of what you should operate as. It's a big difference to think and have that be a habit, and it's not even linked to who you are, but it's some other construct of your upbringing. You can change all of that. You can change all of that. The dog. That is what the body is. If the body doesn't suit who you are as a soul coming in, and you've messed up a little bit, and you're a little bit of what's actually going on here, it will express itself in confusion and things like that. You don't know exactly what you're doing sometimes, and you're just following along, and things are just prodding along. You're not really living your life, because your life is supposed to be joyful. It's supposed to be very joyful when you are in harmony with the body, your soul with your body, who you are with the body, with your desires, with its desires, everything in harmony. That's what you want to get to at all times, so that you're not manifesting these disturbances, so that you truly correct this within. In order to start that process, Kenneth has channeled Jesus in a 28-day consciousness shift. And all you have to do is sign up by clicking on the link below. And sometimes we go longer in these talks, because I'm allowing the channel to just continue. And in order to get access to that, all you have to do is complete the 28-day consciousness shift program. There is some assignments in the email when you sign up, as well as a video every day for 28 days. It is a little carrot if you so choose and feel inspired and feel the resonance with this material, that you decide to take on this challenge and focus and commit to those two things: to follow the assignment and do the video every day for 28 days, just to see if something different will happen. But you have to commit. If you start and then you get deviated, then get back on. This is a very good test for how well you are in control. If you decide to do something and follow through, it's a very, very good test for you to see truly if you're able to do that, to commit to that. That is a muscle, actually, that needs to be built. So the beings that can't do that, they're not ready yet to ascend in frequency in this way. So it is sort of like a test to see if you actually can. Everyone can. Everyone can say that they can. But who actually does it? That's what we're here for. We're here for the beings that truly want to shine their light. Of you light workers that truly want to shine their light in full harmony with your light, so that your light is what's coming through, not some other distorted, manipulated versions of others, but your light, which is specifically tailored to you, because it's who you are. And that is what needs to come through these bodies. If it's not, and you are living a mediocre life, maybe it's good sometimes, but if things are repeating, you're not really moving anywhere in consciousness. You're just staying the same. Consciousness is always moving. It's always doing something. It's always creating. When you're hooked into that stream, that's what's going on. So that's a higher level of consciousness, to be creative. It's just good to know the different levels. So if you are interested in receiving the bonus material that are for portal members, all you have to do, commit to those 28 days, sign up, and then you will be invited after you're finished. All right, good luck, and we'll see you again in the next one. Ciao.